Picture this: a young boy in South Africa, teaching himself to program computers just to create games. Not because anyone told him to, not because it was easy, but because something inside him needed to create. That boy was Elon Musk, and at age 12, he sold his first game. But here's what makes this story extraordinary. It wasn't the success that defined him. It was what came next. Let me share with you 3 profound truths about persistence that will transform how you pursue your impossible dreams. First, the importance factor here is something most people get wrong about success. They focus on the odds, but true innovators, they focus on importance. When Musk started SpaceX, everyone told him he was crazy. After all, who starts a rocket company with no experience in rockets? The odds were astronomical against success. But here's what he said: when something is important enough, you do it even though the odds are not in your favor. Think about that for a moment. He didn't say when something is easy or when something is guaranteed. He said, when something is important enough. Your challenge: create your importance index. Write down, what mission is so important to you that you'd pursue it despite the odds? Why is this mission crucial for your future? How would succeeding in this mission impact others? Second, the power of necessary failure. Let me tell you about SpaceX's early days. 3 rockets, 3 launches, 3 failures. Picture yourself picking up pieces of your dream, scattered across a launch site. Most people would quit. Most people would say, well, I tried. But here's what champions understand. Sometimes failure isn't just possible, it's necessary. After that 3rd failure, someone asked Musk if he was ready to give up. His response: I never give up. It wasn't bravado. It wasn't stubbornness. It was understanding that failure is part of the process. Your challenge: start a failure analysis journal. For each setback, what specifically went wrong? What lesson did this teach you? How can you apply this lesson to your next attempt? Third, the parent principle here is how Musk describes creating a company. It's almost like having a child. How do you say your child should not have food? Think about that metaphor. When your child is hungry, you don't say, well, feeding them is inconvenient right now. When they're sick, you don't say, taking care of them isn't optimal for my schedule. You do what needs to be done. Period. Your challenge: adopt the parent mindset. Ask yourself, if your dream was your child, how would you nurture it? What sacrifices would you willingly make? What excuses would you no longer accept? Remember this: Tesla's first car wasn't about making money. It was about changing perceptions. People thought electric cars were golf carts. Tesla showed them they could be rockets. When experts said it couldn't be done, Musk didn't argue. He built. When critics said it was impossible, he didn't debate. He demonstrated. Think about your own journey. What impossible thing are you trying to achieve? Starting a business with no experience? Entering a field where you're an outsider? Creating something that's never existed? Whatever it is, remember, the odds don't matter. The importance does. You see, Musk didn't need a source of strength to keep going. Quitting simply wasn't in his nature. It wasn't even an option on the table. And that 4th rocket, the one that had to work because there wasn't money for a 5th attempt, it reached orbit. That's the thing about persistence. Sometimes your breakthrough is just one more try away. Share your persistence story below. Tell us about what you're refusing to give up on, despite the odds. Because somewhere out there, someone needs to know that being crazy enough to try the impossible is the first step to achieving it. Remember, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about persisting through it. Keep building, keep launching, keep trying. Because on the other side of persistence is your orbit.